Crafty with Friends Podcast.
Welcome to Crashing with Friends. My name is Kyle Hobbs, your host. This week I'm joined by Jackson Brayman.
What up?
Connor Hobbs.
We're back.
Quinn Hobbs.
Hello.
Bo Kane.
Heyo.
And David Lindsay.
We're back.
That's right. Well, Quinn, we'll start with you. How's your week been going, man? How you been doing recently?
What's up with your week?
Yeah.
It's been good. I mean, all things, you know.
You got any cool news? Anything you did? Didn't you get like a certification or something like that?
So just graduated school for the Army. Just got back from my first drill back from not drilling for 5 months, so I got a first drill back. I got a UPL, so it was fun.
Is it like a kidney disease thing or like?
Yeah. They watch you pee, so make sure you don't do drugs.
Oh,
it's
nice.
really awkward,
Yeah.
dude. You know, whenever I used to get mine, sometimes people would like stand behind you and just let you pee. There's this one guy at my it was my last UL or whatever UA that I had, and he like literally stared
UA.
over my shoulder, like at my member.
Want to see that pretty dick?
Yeah, it was really awkward.
Did you just like turn and face him at that point?
I just peed on him.
That's been my week.
Fun.
Nice.
So how'd the drug test come back?
I don't have the results yet, so hopefully I pass. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool. Did you get into any hijinks while you were there at this camp? Any
No.
vandalism?
No.
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 Mm.
It was pretty stressful, so no.
Now, are you like the drill sergeant in this stuff?
No. No.
I see, it'd be funny to see you just like yelling at people.
No, it is my dream to be a platoon trainer at OCS, which is like a drill sergeant but for officers. Like that is some point I want to do that, but no.
That's pretty sweet. At
Yeah,
OCS?
You could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
And how much more? Sorry, David, go.
Oh, I was gonna say, where'd you go for school? I mean, you said you were away for months.
No, just 2 weeks. So this whole course, the National Guard one, it splits it up into different phases.
Okay.
So it's taken me like 2 years to complete it.
Holy
So
crap.
so yeah, I just finally now completed it. So Fort Leonard Wood.
Oh, okay.
I'm with the engineers.
That active duty pay though.
I know, and now I'm a captain.
Yeah.
Holy moly! My
Oh, yeah.
first drill check back as a captain, I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
It was
baby.
crazy. It's definitely a pay increase from first lieutenant. So
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Nice. That's really cool.
so cool,
How many,
so interesting.
How many "Oh Captain, my captains" have you gotten since you turned captain?
That's my first one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are dropping the ball, man.
I just get a lot of ma'ams. It's awkward.
Yeah. Well, let's start with Jackson. Did you do anything crazy this week? Anything cool? You know?
I mean, just been playing Elden Ring for the most part, and I mean, I've been playing like a few other games too, but nothing new on that end except for Elden Ring. Elden Ring though is the shit.
Yeah.
Love Elden Ring. It's
pretty
so
fun.
hard.
You don't need to play anything else, you know?
Do you watch any new shows or movies or anything?
I did finish that Last One Laughing show, which for those who haven't heard of it yet, it's a like comedy show where they take 8 comedians, put them in a room together for 6 hours, and the last one to laugh wins. So
Damn. Wow. I'd probably watch that.
it's
Sounds
it's
good.
really funny. It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
The first season, it's I forget the guy's last name, but Trevor or something, the big bearded guy from Letterkenny. It's got Colin
okay.
Mockery, Tom Green.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I really liked it a lot. It's not a really long first season. I'm already looking forward to the second season because I'm assuming they're going to make a second season.
It's always the same comedians every episode.
Yeah, like like how it works is if you laugh once, the first time you get a yellow card.
Okay.
And then it's kind of like soccer, And then the second time you laugh, you get a red card, and then you have to go sit in the room like where the host is and just watch.
Is Doug Stanhope or whatever his name is a part of this show?
He definitely probably could be.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Like,
Is
I'm
every
surprised
episode
he's not in it?
Is every episode 6 hours, or is it every episode's like an hour?
6 hours.
Every episode's like 6 hours.
Every episode's about like 40 minutes long.
No, I meant like the full 6 hour
Broken down
period.
into 6 hour.
Yeah, it's showing the whole
Okay.
6 hour period.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm sure they cut some stuff out.
5 hours and 20 minutes of it.
Nice. Connor, what about you?
It was a pretty good week. I went to the dentist earlier in the week. They had to cut my crown off and put a new crown on.
Damn.
Whenever they took my 2 wisdom teeth out a few weeks ago, one of my crowns just popped off. And when they put it back on, it wouldn't go back on right. So, but they replaced it for free, and they made the crown in the office, so I didn't have to like go back later and all that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, 'cause that sucks.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice, and got my Smart Smile appointment for next week, and
You need that.
There you go.
I wish I could just say Invisalign, but that'd be a lie.
That smile tuned up.
You know, when are you moving the rest of your stuff to the dentist? I feel like you've been there a lot.
Yeah, I've been there a lot lately, but that's gonna cost like $5,000 for that. So
Smile's gonna have some knowledge.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
get ready for it.
Smart and expensive.
But yeah, that was cool. Got my Nikes in.
Yeah, boy.
Right here, Nikes.
Those are sick.
Super cool.
Fully custom.
So I was really stoked on that. Who doesn't like new Nikes, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Holla.
Leather.
Yeah.
Premium.
Finished not Jack Reacher, just Reacher.
Oh, yeah.
On Amazon. That was super good.
Yeah, really good.
I'd recommend it to anybody that's thought about watching it. Definitely check it out. And also finished Curb Your Enthusiasm. So pretty much my week right there. Some Elden Ring.
Actually, I got to bring this up because Jessica will get mad if I don't. She claims that I'm the one that's been dragging my feet on watching that show.
Oh, what show?
She was very disgruntled when she listened to the podcast about it. So
Oh, okay.
Well,
Okay.
you know
I
what?
have to clarify that.
Well, now that I know that she's said that, I'm inclined to believe her.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, you know what? Sounds like something that you would like see on the
Yeah.
bow, and you just be like, maybe tomorrow.
Every show is like that for me. I don't watch like a whole lot of shows, but I do want to watch that.
I watch way more shows than I used to since I've been on this podcast, dude. Like, just because like all the
There's-
stuff you guys talk about.
There's just so much good stuff to watch nowadays,
There's
man.
also a lot of bad stuff. You gotta really figure it
Yeah,
out.
I remember back in the day, it was like Game of Thrones and like The Walking Dead. That was it for me. And now it's like, The Witcher, Reacher. I gotta watch The Foundation, Ozark. Like just show after
Ozark's
show
good.
after show. All these DC and Marvel shows are coming out. Like it's too much, man.
And you hate yourself for it.
Every day.
Oh yeah. Also started watching the Batman animated series from the 90s. They've got it on HBO Max. So I started watching that.
Sweet.
Have you guys watched Vikings Valhalla?
No.
No, I have not.
Oh, it's
I've
so
not
good.
watched. I haven't watched the original Viking show.
Oh
So.
my gosh! I binge watched it. It was so good. That's my favorite type of drama, like of genre though. So
Vikings.
yeah,
Oh, I thought you just
Medieval.
meant the general gist of the show. Have you ever seen Black Flag or Black Sails?
no,
That's pretty good too. A lot of boobies, but it's good.
nice.
Speaking of that, that new Taika Waititi show on HBO Max.
Our Flag Means Death.
What?
Yeah,
Started watching
have you
that.
watched it all?
It's funny.
3 episodes that are out. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched them all this morning. Dude, it was so freaking funny.
Oh, good.
Dude, oh my gosh, it was so funny. I was laughing.
Reese Darby in that show is awesome, man.
Dude, he
He's
is so
funny.
good, man. It was
I
so
love his
funny.
voice. Yeah.
Man.
Oh, good.
What is
Oh,
this?
I was-
What
I was
was that
gonna say-
word you even said? What was the first word you said?
Taika Waititi.
Taika
Oh,
Waititi.
so simple. Okay. Okay.
How could you have missed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Blackbeard.
Huh.
I wish I had HBO
I watched the
right
first
now 'cause
episode.
I have no idea what that show even is.
It's basically that What We Do in the Shadows kind of show. Like, it's almost like the same kind of show, but with just pirates on the ocean.
And
Okay.
the main guy is a gentleman pirate because he's got money, but he pays his crew, and like he's not a very good pirate, but hijinks start happening, so it's worth checking out.
There were a few moments during every episode where I just busted up laughing so hard. It is such a wild show. It's so funny. The stuff that happens, man.
I've been seeing trailers for it like crazy over the last couple weeks, and I'm like, it just looks dumb to me, but it also looks like something I want to watch. So I'm glad it's actually funny. I'm gonna give it a watch.
It's incredibly smart too.
Yeah. Okay.
It is a really smart show, but it's also really funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sweet.
check it out. Yeah, there's only 3 episodes right now, and I think there's only going to be like 3 more for the season.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Wow. Man, it's worth a watch.
Cool.
We should also talk about Batman. We all watched Batman this weekend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't watch
again?
it?
Not the
Oh, I
three. Not
loved
the
it.
3 simps over here. We didn't watch it.
Yeah. We all. I loved it. You guys like it?
Oh, of course.
Did everybody talk about their week already?
They didn't.
Fuck them.
Talk about Batman. Batman deserves the floor.
Oh yeah, we can go back. I mean,
Yeah.
how was your week, Bo? I mean, what were you up to?
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I did carry a 30-pound ladder. So
Really? Moving
Yeah.
on up.
yeah.
Wow.
Not even any pain.
Really?
I've carried it multiple times.
You're pushing your luck.
Yeah, nothing exciting.
So have you
say
tried?
It's possibly easier to lift. You know, did that fixing that hernia? Did that possibly give you any kind of abilities where it's like, oh, I got weightlifting powers now?
Yeah, no, I wish. It's
So-
it's more just scary.
So no Henry Rowan Gardner
just
effect. You know? Okay, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I wish. They took all my powers away. You know that, Jackson, when they cut that spot out of my belly button.
Yeah.
They're currently using that to make super soldiers right now.
Damn it, we've got to get this spot back. You know they still have it.
Petri
Connor will
dish.
sew it back on.
You know what they?
They never let you know like what that
My
is.
powers will be like,
You know what they probably did? They probably grafted it onto somebody else,
yeah.
and
I
they
assume.
now have your power.
Right.
They wanted to see if it would have the same effects.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is actually a good idea for a movie.
They're probably
Like
cloning.
some sort of weird spot that they cut out of somebody and I put it onto somebody
They're
else.
probably cloning it right now to make more.
It's gonna be a shit ton of Jordan Canes out there.
Yep.
Shit.
You're gonna be like, hey,
Trouble.
Hey, I need you to tattoo my arm. If you don't, I'll do it myself.
Oh my god.
You're gonna start hearing voices.
Yeah, thank you, Jackson. That's a real scenario that happened with Jackson. Thanks a lot for this tattoo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Bo.
talk about that a little bit.
I just gotta
Sorry.
say this. I drew like half of it with like Sharpie or something, or like a Bic pen on his arm, and I was not really happy with like what I was getting, and I was like, dude, it's like super late. I am just gonna head on out of here. And then as I was like trying to get out, Bo was like, yo, if you don't tattoo this on me tonight, I'm gonna do it myself.
Yeah.
And what happens?
Always a
I
good
come back
rebuttal.
Yeah.
What happens is I come back 2 days later and he's got half of
All
the
right,
tattoo.
so-
on his arm.
Jackson's reason he couldn't do it is because he had to go home because he had to wake up the next morning to take out the trash. To take out the
What a
trash.
reason! What a reason! You know, when you're a
That's why you gotta
teenager,
go home early right now?
That
Give me this
sounds-
tattoo, Jackson.
Yeah, that
Well,
sounds
you
like
know
the
what? It
excuse
was also
everyone-
fucking midnight, Bo.
Yeah.
You know what time the trash comes around?
It's a perfectly reasonable time to do a tattoo.
What you do is do it when you get home before you go to sleep. Done. You don't got to wake up early. Everybody knows
I
this.
had also never used a tattoo gun before in my life.
you never felt the vibrations.
I've never been tattooed. Never held a tattoo gun in my hand.
It is tricky,
Let me see it. Let me see it, Bo.
especially on yourself.
Let me see it.
But actually, I ended
He's
up
got
getting
it
it.
fixed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I got it covered up, but the way it was covered up, I don't even fucking like it. I'm like, this could have looked better if someone just knew what they were doing and then didn't do a stupid interpretation of it on my arm. So I don't even like the way.
I was gonna say, dang, Jackson, that's not bad.
Huh?
Are you even left-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm not gonna use it with the wrong hand. What?
Get it removed.
Nah. Yeah.
I won't have it.
So what do you
not
not
worth
like
it.
about it? Is it the shadow?
First of all, he just made it. He made the diamond so much bigger than what it originally was, and then like he did like this. I don't know what you call it. Like, what do you call that? Like abstract kind of interpretation. And then he added this random ass shadow down here. I'm like, what is this? Like, it was when I drew it. It was like proportionate at least, like in everything, you know. And it wasn't like some sort of weird distorted. Like, what the fuck?
As someone who was once aspiring to be a tattoo artist, whenever I saw that shadow underneath it, I was like, "What the
People
fuck?"
are like,
Yeah, I've seen Ink
people ask me
Master,
all
and
the
this
time,
ain't
like,
right.
is this what you're covering up? I'm like, no, he added that for some reason. Like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Like,
Why is it? And one thing I don't get is why does the shadow have detail in itself?
no, I do have one theory of why maybe it turned out so shitty, because I did trade this guy a car for tattoo work, and like the car ended up being like shittier, but I was up front with him. But the first thing he said to me when I walked through the door of the tattoo place, he's like, "Hey, fuck you on that car, by the way." And I was
And then
like,
you got a tattoo.
I was like, yeah, okay.
Like a deal's a deal.
Maybe, what? I don't know. Maybe it could have looked better.
Dang.
But I was straight up about the car. I don't know what this guy did to me.
He's gonna give you a Kermit the Frog or something like that.
True.
Right.
There would have been, there would have been problems then.
What you need, I mean,
So I want to make it bigger. For some reason.
exactly.
Why?
You
Why?
need to add more of a diamond to it.
Yeah.
More
Not
diamonds.
Enough diamond. And
Yeah.
It's got, it doesn't have like any random stuff coming off the bottom. Or whatever.
If you want to be rich, you got to live rich.
That's true.
I'm not sure if that applies.
Pile them up. Pile them up.
Backwoodsy, stupid trading and late night tattoos kind of thing. Not.
Oh my god. Well, David, how was your week, man?
It's pretty good. I finished Reacher as well. It's pretty good. Played a lot of Elden Ring. Started watching season 4 of Ozark, where I think Mandy and I are on episode 5 now, and it's really, really good so far. So I'm also prepping to redo my patio area. So we just decided to do like a pea gravel situation instead of rebuild the deck that we ripped out. So we're getting like, I think it's 9 tons of gravel delivered on Saturday.
Are you sure about this? Before you do it, that's a lot of gravel.
No, I know. We have, it's like I think 6.3 cubic yards. And when I talked to the guy on the phone at the place, he said that's about 9 tons. And I was like, that is crazy.
So what about when the weeds grow through it and it starts looking like crap, like everyone's pea gardens do when that
Well, I'm
happens?
putting like the thick industrial weed liner down underneath, and then I'm gonna put like 4x4s, like landscape ties around it to hold down the weed liner, and then if something ends up growing out of it, I'm just gonna spray the whole thing with weed killer all the way around. So like, and honestly, it's not the best. It's not the best approach to like a patio area. Like a concrete patio would be better, a deck would be better, but this is costing me $700, and a deck right now the size of that I need would cost like probably $6,000, $4.5 to $6,000.
And
So
is this like you getting someone to do it for you?
nope.
Just by yourself doing it?
Yep. I got to level it tomorrow night, so I'm just going over it with a hand tiller, moving dirt around, all that stuff, cutting some roots, and then Friday, provided it's not super cold, it's supposed to snow Friday morning. I'm gonna lay out the weed liner and hopefully put in the stairs, and then Saturday the gravel's getting delivered. I may wait till Sunday to put the gravel out, but because it's supposed to be cold as shit. But I don't know.
You just have a giant pile of gravel.
Yeah, in my front yard, I've got to wheelbarrow it to the back, so it might take a couple days.
Yeah, man.
But we've got like it's basically the 3/4 of the back of the house and out like 17 feet, and then across like 30 feet, and then it wraps around the side of the house to like a back door in our garage. So it is a huge area.
Wow.
But I mean, it'll look nice once it's done.
That's
so.
cool. Like, are you gonna do like concrete slabs every couple like feet or whatever, so you can walk 1 to 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.
Yeah, we're doing like it's either 12-inch or 18-inch by 18-inch concrete paver stones, and we're gonna do a walkway to the garage door, and then I might get like a 6x6 setup for the table and chairs, or like 6x8 maybe or whatever, so that, like, there's footing. But I'm really just worried about my 3-year-old pitching gravel out all over the yard. That's gonna be a pain in the ass.
If he's anything like my 1.5-year-old, that's what he'd be doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we also had Owen's 3rd birthday party.
Cool.
That was just way too crazy for my liking. Tons and tons of people.
Where did you have it?
Our house, 1,000 square feet. So
Oh.
we set up lawn chairs all out in the front yard to try and keep people out of the house because there was just no room. And then, but he got this like dump truck deal that's like 2-seater, and it has a lever to like raise the back and stuff.
Yeah.
And he can drive it around with his buddies, and there's like a little microphone on it that he can, if he pushes the button and talks into it, it's like a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
Like, it is so tight,
yeah.
dude. Wish I had one of those as a kid.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah, let's talk about Batman now.
So good.
Yeah, what are your guys' like initial impressions without spoiling it?
Without spoiling it, I'll say this: like, the movie is 3 hours long, and you definitely feel the length of that movie.
Yeah.
Because at about the 2-hour mark, I was like, man, how much more of this movie is there left? And I looked at my phone, and I was like, well, movie's supposed to start at like 2:30, and it doesn't really start till like 3 o'clock because of the previews and stuff. So we still have another hour left.
Yeah.
But also with that movie, you got 2 plots, really. You got the whole plot with the Riddler, and then you got the plot with like Penguin and the Falcone family. And
Hey, man. I'm just joking.
I was gonna say, this is Batman, dog.
Yeah.
Like, none of this can be spoiled for you. This is Batman.
Who's Falcone?
Yeah.
so, yeah, like I felt like I got like a complete movie from both of those storylines, but it ended up being pushed into one movie altogether, and it ended up working.
Right.
Yeah, was the pacing good?
Yeah.
I feel like it could be pretty crazy with all that stuff going on.
Yeah, I liked all the detective work and like the angle that it took with his like eyepiece or whatever. Not to give too much away, but like it
Pretty much detective vision from the games. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good, dude.
definitely
Yeah.
makes it more of a Batman that I want to see.
Yeah.
It was definitely darker, and I mean, Batman movies are always going to be dark, obviously.
Yeah.
His Dark Knight, but it was darker. I thought pretty dark, and the times when he was Bruce Wayne, it felt like he was still Batman. You know what I'm saying? It was like they were one and the same. It was crazy. Yeah, and other types of Batman movies, like when they show Bruce Wayne, he's a little bit more pompous and
A little bit more of a
like
playboy.
a playboy. Yeah. And this one, he was just, hey, I'm here, and as him. And then when he was Batman, he's like, hey, I'm here. It's like, hey, I'm serious about what I'm doing. Let's get this done. It's crazy. It was a great movie though. I really enjoyed it. The scenes that were the best part about that movie though was seeing it in IMAX. IMAX has crazy, incredible like sound system.
Oh yeah.
And whenever they show that freaking car,
Yeah.
dude, it freaking rattled that whole theater. Like regular theaters, yeah, whatever. But IMAX, dude, like it's so crazy, man. Because I think they have IMAX uses the THX system, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Something like that.
Yeah, like the really good sound system from Lucasfilm. I could be wrong. I don't know why I'm even saying this, but the volume of the car as it freaking rattled through the streets, and like when he first turned it on in that back alley, and
And it just revs it.
and just revs it. It was like, it was crazy, dude. It was so freaking baller. It's like a big old muscle car, but I guess that car is actually in a fully electric car.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if the sound was put in after.
Yeah. Post.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
How does it stack up to like the Dark Knight movies?
Those are definitely still better.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, those are
Yeah, they're
pretty untouchable, man.
So good.
Batman Begins.
So good.
Take it or leave it.
yeah.
The second and third one, oh yeah, I would definitely put this one better than Batman Begins, but I still think the third movie is the best.
Still
The Dark
high
Knight
praise,
Rises
though,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the best one. The Dark Knight is really good, but
No, it's so hard.
it is
Between
hard,
those,
man. It's
Because when I watched the
1A
second
and
one, I
1B.
watched the second one so many times, and I was like, "There's no way it's gonna be better." The third one, then I watched the third one, I was like, "Oh my god, why did I not watch this?"
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh,
Probably
And I watched
totally
that
had
one.
sex.
Time to go mobile.
I'll say this: there's way more Batman in this than there was in the third Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Because, like, really, man, there's not a whole lot of Batman in that movie. Like, there's some at the
Yep.
beginning, and then he gets hurt, and then there's just a lot of
Interesting.
Bane, and
Yeah.
a lot of, like, terrorist stuff going on, and then eventually at the end fight, there's more Batman. Like, when he, meets up with Catwoman and all that. But this movie, it's, like, so much Batman, and all the scenes are just, like, I don't know, man. It gives you a feeling of more like terror, like that he's trying to inflict on these people compared to like the Dark Knight movies, which I mean he does to a certain extent, but
Yeah.
I mean that's more of his training. He's
Also, this movie skirted the line between rated R and PG-13 so hard. I feel like it was just one more cuss word away from being fully rated R. It was a pretty hardcore movie. Like,
Cool.
there's some really gruesome scenes in that movie and some pretty hardcore stuff. I really enjoyed it.
Did it do anything at all? I don't even want to ask that question. Never mind. How was Robert Pattinson?
He was really good. Yeah. And
I like his Batman.
Okay.
they played throughout the movie. They played it twice. The Nirvana song "Something in the Way,"
Oh yeah.
and it just was perfect both times they did it. And this may sound stupid, but like I've listened to that album so many times. I mean, like just like everybody else, but that song for some reason just didn't stick in my head, you know. And when I heard it after the movie, I'm like, dude, like song is the shit. I gotta listen to this a whole bunch. I've listened to it like at least 30 times since I saw the movie a few days ago, you know?
Yeah.
Like on repeat. I don't know what it is, but man, it's so creepy. And I was playing it for my son Anakin, and he walks up and he's like, man, what is this, Dad? I love this song. I've heard this before. It's like, yeah, it's from Batman. He's like, oh man, this is so good. What scene was this from? I'm like, I don't freaking know.
I don't know. Like I'd say the villains in the Dark Knight movies were probably better.
More defined.
I mean, yeah. I mean, even Ra's al Ghul. I mean, Liam Neeson's great.
Yeah.
But my big problem is Christian Bale. Like, I'm not a huge fan. I mean, his Bruce Wayne is okay, but I think his Batman is stupid.
I don't like it, man.
And then also his armor, how this is mouth.
It like pushed his lips forward, dude. Like he was like his cheeks and lips were like he was wearing goggles or something at the pool.
Yeah. Yeah, with Robert Pattinson's, it's got the full chin, so it doesn't have this problem.
Also, like what I don't like about his voice is just the where's he? Like, it's like swear to me, I'm not wearing hockey pads. Like, why do you got to be talking that deep? You know?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing hockey pads. Yeah.
That's so funny.
Because he's badass. Okay.
Yeah.
Did
That's why.
you guys see that thing? I saw this in a TikTok video. It's not really a spoiler. Well, I guess I won't get into it since they haven't seen it. But it's basically just a hidden message after the credits that leads you on a goose chase, and like it says, you know, the end or whatever, and then it flashes a website real quick before it goes out. And this is like after the lights have come on and everything. And if you go to the website, it like loads this like script, and then like there's like a bunch of IP addresses. It's like bouncing off of different routers or something, and then it takes you to another like basically a JPEG image of a bunch of like code words written in some kind of crazy script. And I guess they're just giving fans a reason to like trying to get them to decipher the code text and shit. Like it looks crazy. I like that they did that though.
Holy shit. All right. Well, let's move into a game that my sister Quinn made.
Yeah.
All right, this game is called Crazy Fact or That's Whack. So
Crazy factor. That's whack.
yeah, so you'll tell me if you think it's a fact or if it's whack or just true or false, whatever you guys want.
Okay.
I'm
And I
gonna
think-
say that's whack.
All right. So do you guys want me to start?
Yeah.
All right, first one. The Queen owns all the swans in England.
That is whack.
Whack as hell.
I'm gonna say fact.
That's a fact.
That's fact. Fact.
David, did you go?
I said whack.
It is a fact.
Yeah.
That's whack though. For
Yeah.
real.
But you
Whack
said fact.
All right.
You said fact.
Fact.
That was a fact, yeah. Connor and I lost that one.
Okay, Jackson said fact.
Losers. All right. You guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
By definition, a snake's body is a limb. I said that weird. Limb.
That's whack.
I'm gonna go and say fact on that one.
That's whack.
That's a fact.
That is whack.
All right. It is, in
That's-
fact, whack.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have known.
I actually know
That's
shit
ridiculous.
about snakes.
That's a
Connor.
limb. That's just a big limb right there.
All right. The next one. A banyan tree near Kolkata, India is bigger than the average Walmart.
A what?
That's whack.
That's fact.
A banyan tree.
A banyan tree
Huh.
is bigger than a local Walmart, average local Walmart. That is whack.
Man, is it one of those trees that sprouts out a bunch of different crazy things and just gets really big, like a bush almost, or
I don't know, Connor.
like bamboo?
Well, it depends. If this is like one of those trick questions where it's like, oh, we were actually those 8 trees that you're seeing right there are actually one tree, all stuck together.
It's actually a marsh.
I'll go ahead and say it's a fact.
Yeah, that's fact.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's whack.
Whack it.
What'd you say?
Oh, I said whack.
It is a fact.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
That's
That
bullshit.
tree is the one that they have at Disney World in Animal Kingdom. The
Yes.
huge tree you see in the pictures all the time.
David, you got that one?
Doesn't that tree have like a whole bunch of like Disney figure cartoons or whatever
Just-
like etched into it?
Just
What do they mean,
like
mean
animals
by
and insects.
bigger? Like just taller?
Yeah, like exactly what does it mean by?
I mean,
that?
it definitely
Because,
could
like,
cover
bigger?
the surface area of like a neighborhood market, but definitely taller.
Just how much it fans out.
I think so, yeah.
I mean,
Just
just by
those trees are huge.
'Cause I was
just-
gonna say, I'm pretty sure I could grind up a bonsai tree, take all the wood chips, and fit it inside of a.
Yeah. A banyan, right?
I don't know. It's a certain one in
She didn't
Kolkata,
say bonsai.
India. So
Yeah, those are huge, small as hell.
Redwood, I don't give a shit.
Right. There's no, like, what? What are you basing this on?
I don't know. I got this off
It's
the
fact,
website.
Bo.
So
It's fact.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, the next one. Originally, the Fonz was going to wear a leather vest, but the popularity of the Village People made them switch to a jacket.
Hmm.
The Village
Jeez.
People? That's whack.
That's whack.
That's whack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds whack to me.
It's whack.
Whack.
It is whack.
Yeah.
All right, unanimous whack.
The Village People can't demand nothing of the Fonz.
Mm-mm.
Did they come out after?
Yeah,
I think that's
I
what,
could see that.
Yeah, I ran it by Dad. He said, "Yeah, they came after that." So
Right. That's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like,
I didn't think you guys would know that though.
Happy Days came out first, and then these guys came out later
I
on.
would say, if anything, the Fonz wore a vest, and then the Village People were like, "The Fonz wore it. We are going to now."
I don't know anything about the Fonz or the Village People. I was just thinking in terms of like the Village People. Village People ain't gonna tell the Fonz what to do.
I mean, you want to dress like the Fonz pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, you want to be a
Maybe I
dapper
need to
Dan
get
or
to-
whatever you said last time.
Maybe I need to get to know this Fonz.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah.
When we would get
You could learn a lot.
when we would get home from school every day, the Happy Days would be on. We watch like an episode.
Yeah, I remember watching some Happy
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some happy days.
All right, the next one. The coast of France has had Garfield phones washing sorry, I'll say that again. The coast of France has had Garfield phones washing ashore since the 1980s.
That's fact.
That sounds,
1980s.
yeah, that sounds crazy
Not
enough
to
to
my
be true.
taste.
Not only to mention Garfield phones, the hot dog phones, the hamburger
phones.
I want to say fact, I guess.
Them see-through
I'm
phones.
gonna say that's whack.
I'm gonna say fact.
Fact.
It is a fact. That one's kind of easy.
Oh,
It's so crazy it's true.
I know. It's
Um,
something you can
Like
bank
a-
on.
Like a whole like boat. Stomach
Yeah.
Or whatever.
all right. The next one. A copy of Detective Comics 38 exists with an error that has Batman constantly refer to his sidekick as Bobbin.
Bobbin.
Dang.
That's feasible.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
that
gonna go
could
fact
either
on that
way.
one.
I'll say fact.
I'll say whack.
I'll say fact on that one too.
I'll go fact.
That is whack.
Oh, that was a good one.
She got us. She knew us.
Robin doesn't exist.
I thought you guys would like that.
And we did.
All right. A humpback whale was found in the middle of the Amazon rainforest.
That's fact.
Yeah, that is
Fact.
fact, and it came from the sky.
Fact.
Yep.
This guy.
Fact.
Yeah, it's fact.
Bo, did you
Supposedly-
say anything?
He said fact.
They used to fly.
Supposedly, it was like a 1-year-old humpback whale, and I think it died and just floated in.
Oh,
It's
weird.
quite sad.
That's what the smugglers want you to believe.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yep.
The National Library of Singapore uses woven human hair for bookmarks to preserve the condition of the pages.
Yeah.
Well, that's 100% true.
I'm gonna go fact because Jackson,
fact.
his confidence is giving me
Yeah.
strength right now.
Fact.
I believe in Jackson.
I'm gonna say whack on that one
You're right, Kyle.
Hair
Oh,
is
Wow.
because hair has so much oil in it that would mess your
Jackson.
pages up.
I did go
You
into
were
that
also-
super confident. Like,
Dang it.
So you
Well,
guys
they were
all said
saying-
fact.
Yeah. When they were all saying fact, Kyle was just like staring into my eyes. Like he can read me right now. Okay. The next one. The U.S. Army tried to develop a telepathic ray gun in the 1990s.
fact.
That's
Fact.
whack. That's whack.
I've seen it.
I'm gonna go fact on that one.
I think they did it before the 90s, so I'm going to say whack.
Yeah, that sounds like a 40s deal.
They said it
going
didn't
whack.
work, but it did.
I'm going whack.
I'm going to say, you said it was during the 90s? During the 90s?
Yes.
This happened in the 80s, so I'm going to say whack.
They did do it in 1998.
Oh my
I
god,
told you.
98?
I've seen the technology.
I've seen the
I have
technology.
the blueprints.
I thought it was 1989. My bad.
No. Okay, next question. MRI scans of cat brains have revealed that they see humans as a prey species.
Bitches.
That's whack. My cat would never attack me and eat me.
I'm going to say...
I'm gonna say fact.
I'm saying whack.
I'm going to say that's whack.
Yeah, whack.
Whack.
Whack? Whack?
Whack.
You guys all said whack.
Yeah.
I've seen too many friendly kitties, and I've seen too many YouTube videos of guys hanging out with, like, big cats to think, like, well, every cat just looks at humans as prey, so...
Yeah.
It's a good logical way to go with that, Jackson.
Yeah, I can't wait till I see a jaguar. I'm going to pet it.
I just want to hear one of those cats like purr, you know, like in person. Just
Yeah.
Put your head on it.
What about a wow wow wow? Yeah wow wow.
No. None of that.
Yeah wow wow.
All right. Next question. Sunglasses were originally designed for Chinese judges to hide their facial expressions in court.
No.
I actually believe that.
That's
I'm gonna
whack.
go fact on that one.
Say that's whack.
I'm going to say that is also whack.
I'm gonna say it's whacked.
Judge wants a poker face.
I believe they did other things to hide their expressions back then. Like masks.
Did you answer?
Yeah, I said whack.
All right. It is a fact.
Yeah, baby.
Just David, right?
Yeah.
Good job, David.
Them Chinese, man.
They play joke.
Oh my god. You were 1 second ahead of me.
Oh my god.
All right. The music of the band Rush has been featured in more video games than any other band or musician.
Fact. Actually, I can't think of a single one though. So
I'm
it's a problem.
gonna say whack.
I'm gonna say fact.
I am also going to say whack.
Damn.
Well, like, they probably got a song in every Guitar Hero and every rock band, so I'm going to say it's a fact.
Yeah, I'm going with fact too.
It's
Should be.
whack.
It's
Should
whack.
be a damn fact.
I'm thinking AC/DC or Metallica has got to take that cake.
That was David and Jack.
Yeah. What would be the What would be the band that's featured in the most video games, do you think?
Metallica or AC/DC.
It'd be like some company probably that just comes up with songs for video games. I don't know.
Like non-copyright music.
No, it's got to be an actual band.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, if we're saying exclusively, yeah, I don't know.
Because if that's the case, then whoever does the music for fucking Madden or whatever, whoever does like all the sports music, there's so much lobby music in those sports games. So
That's not an answer though.
Yeah, it's not a band. Dude.
That's not a band. That's Viacom or something like that.
He was giving that as an example of what he's not talking about, though.
right.
Oh.
Hello, Kyle.
Okay, I'm almost done. Dolphins sleep with one eye open.
With one eye open.
That is that's a fact.
Dolphins' eyes only. That's all I can think of.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say whack. Whack.
Whack.
I want to
Say it's a fact.
agree with Kyle. It's whack.
Fact.
I'm gonna say fact too.
They sleep with both eyes.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
The defense mechanism.
They know.
All right. We have 2 more left. What's the score?
You got me for that one, right? You gave me a point on that one, right, Kyle? The dolphin fact.
I feel like I've got the least amount.
Me as well.
Kyle, right, Kyle.
Oh, Jackson and David are tied.
Oh, what?
Dun dun dun.
I thought I was at the bottom of the race.
I have some more if we need like a tiebreaker.
The race war?
That's a twist.
Oh, boy.
We're tied at the bottom.
Yeah, who started racehorse?
All right.
So wait, what's the score then?
You have 7, Connor. Jackson has 9. David has 9. Bo has 7, and I have
Boom.
5.
Respect.
Everyone's still in the game except for Kyle.
Except for Kyle.
All right. If they get them both wrong. Okay. Penguins have wavy feathers that produce a similar effect when moving through water as golf ball dimples do in the air.
Fact.
I'm gonna say fact.
That is so specific.
Fact.
That's fact.
I'm gonna say fact as well. I mean, that's
I already said
right.
fact. Yeah.
Yeah, we all said fact.
That's whack.
Oh, that was a
Nobody
good
got
one.
Nobody got it.
Wow.
That was a really
I
good
wonder
one.
if the feathers are just used to make sure that they always stay dry.
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Because I know you're not supposed to ever touch a penguin with bare hands. You have to have gloves if you ever touch a penguin.
thanks, man. Oh, I'll keep that in mind.
All right, guys. You're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting religious sites than porn sites.
Fact. No,
I'm gonna go whack.
damn, I don't know. Fact. I'm going.
I could believe it if it was a fact, but
I'm gonna go fact. What do I got to lose?
I'll say it's whack.
I am gonna go ahead and say fact as well.
So did you and David both say fact?
No, he said whack.
He
So
said
this
whack,
is.
and I'm saying fact.
Okay.
Oh.
I went this way. I did that specifically so.
Oh, we get
this is the
you.
last question.
We get you.
But
Yeah.
here's what I'm thinking.
You got a caveat?
I've been on a lot of porn sites and I haven't yet to get a porn.
Have you visited any religious
You're right.
sites?
Yeah. What's
I've
the
only-
other one? How many religious sites are you visiting? You have
I
no
can-
data
I
on
can
the other
imagine
side.
religious sites using some kind of vicious malware to try to get more people into the religion.
I can just imagine old
You know-
religious people like, oh, what is this?
that's a good point. I'm changing it.
No, no,
God.
You voted.
just
'Cause
because
guess
I
what?
convinced you.
Because guess what? That was a fact.
Hooray for me, David! Hooray for me!
Oh man.
And that's my game.
Yeah, I was just thinking like the porn industry is like the most lucrative industry in the world. Well, not the most lucrative, but you know what I mean. It's lucrative as hell, right? So they got to make sure that they keep that shit secure so people keep coming back. You know, religious websites, it's like they don't have the money to be spending on that stuff. You know, like
I can just see a lot of clickbait. You know, like they're like, oh, what is this? Like, you know, whatever.
Right.
And then old people being, what? Who needs money?
Play this
I
game
can
where
see
I'll.
my parents like clicking on it, thinking it's
Yeah.
something, you know.
Oh, this hot girl near me wants to meet me.
But on porn sites,
Sweet.
it's almost like a thing that's in your brain. Like, do not click on stuff. Like, you don't want this crazy virus. Like, it's almost like an STD.
Like-
It's associated with that. Like, I don't want any viruses from the
For some
site.
reason, it's always the
can't.
porn websites telling me that I have like 6 or 7 like viruses.
And it's like, I definitely don't want this popping up at some random time, from like some sort of like, thing like this.
And it's like when you're on that website, you're there for a specific reason. You know what you want. You're there.
Yeah.
You're in. You're out. That's
Yeah,
all.
ain't nothing gonna distract this.
Yeah. Pop up. Screw that. I'm here for boobs.
I don't ever know what the end of the video looks like.
I do.
Yeah, and they're like, come here, click on this for the wildest animated porn you've ever seen. And you're like, but I
Yeah.
can just find that right here. Why would I click on that?
Yeah.
You know, I just have to
You fool
type
him.
in what you're saying. You'll show me, and I'll see it.
I just want to know who's clicking on the ones like on that free streams live where it's like those games, like, but it's like animated too. and it's like,
Yeah.
Yes.
you can't last 5 seconds. I'm like, fucking there, I can.
Challenge accepted, dude.
You just keep clicking and you take off her clothes. Like, like who's clicking on this? Like,
Oh, she's wearing 4 layers.
Oh man, I challenge you to whenever you go home tonight, Bo, just like yell at Jessica from the next room. Just be like, Jessica, this game said I couldn't last more than 5, and I'm at 37 right now. And count it.
Oh man,
That's awesome.
This game fucking sucks.
this game blows.
go all night. Stupid, really. Like,
About to turn it off in 20 more seconds.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's interesting, but like different.
I'm just watching it for the story.
All right. So now, Connor, you had some questions for Quinn, didn't you?
No.
Okay. No questions for Quinn this week.
Fuck that.
No, when I said I had nothing,
Oh, it's true then. All right. So, Bo wanted to go through some famous movie cars.
Oh, wait, I do have some questions.
Oh.
Because we didn't get to talk to David about his superhero thing. Did you hear last week's episode, David?
No.
What?
It's one way to be.
I've been listening to the BBC Global News thing for this Ukraine stuff like all week. So, which for like 2 weeks. So,
We've got
cool.
the pertinent information.
I started it today though. Give me that credit.
What am I, real knowledge?
Yeah, this guy's real knowledge over here.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about that.
That's why he's here.
Your future conspiracy.
But you wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't know anything about that.
I was going to ask you if you liked it, but you don't even know what it's about.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yep, we know
all
you
good,
are. So, I'm just gonna kick it off. My favorite movie car, I'm gonna steal it, is fucking DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Yeah,
That is the ultimate movie car.
It's very capable.
that's the go-to.
It's a little obvious, you know.
It is a little obvious, but hey, Back to the Future happens to be my favorite movie of all time. Trilogy. I consider them all one movie, but
John DeLorean's an interesting person in general. You ever
Yeah.
look into the history of making
did
of
you
a
watch
car?
that Netflix documentary about him?
I don't know, maybe.
Dude, it was interesting as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, John DeLorean was an interesting guy, man.
I'm gonna counter your obvious pick with another obvious pick: the Ectomobile from Ghostbusters.
no, I was
Yeah.
considering that. It is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
It's cool,
It's also very decked
but it's
out,
also
yeah.
a hearse.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna
Cadillac
be
hearse.
going that that fast. I mean,
technically it's an ambulance, but yeah, we can call it a hearse.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, mine might sound stupid, but the Green Hornet's car.
oh yeah.
I mean, you get that. I don't know. I just love the look of the car already, and then all of a sudden it's filled with like a whole bunch of go-go gadget, whatever the fuck I need.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That's the shit.
Yeah, that is a cool car.
I'm pretty sure I've read like an article about that car, but I've never actually seen that movie, so I don't know.
It's not that good of a movie, but
No,
the
I got-
car. The car, though.
It was a huge bomb in theaters and box office.
Yeah.
The Seth Rogen one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a big bomb.
Have you guys seen the making of that? Oh, what the fuck is the name? Oh, like the Mad Max, whatever the newest one is. Like, is that Fury Road?
Fury Road.
Are you
Where they're talking about making the cars and stuff?
Yeah, I have seen
Oh
that.
my
It's
god,
awesome.
it is
that
so
one they
great.
made with like the huge tires that like come like the frame comes from like the front of the car to the back, and there's like huge tires on it. I can't remember what it's called, like it's the Stallion or something. That thing was mad.
That was kind of like one of my favorite like movie things. Just like the making of that, it really is so interesting.
Yeah.
Even if you don't like cars, like I don't know, it's just insane all the stuff they're able to build.
That movie is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that too.
I want gasoline. I'm gonna put that in my car.
Mother's milk.
Yeah.
Before, I mean, so it doesn't go unnoticed too. Like the old James Bond cars, which actually is in not Casino Royale, but where he has like the DB5 or whatever Aston Martin.
Yeah.
With the, or was it? Damn, which one was that? Where it's like one of the more recent ones
Which one?
where he goes
Talking
like
about
to the
Skyfall?
castle. Yeah,
Skyfall,
I guess
yeah.
So yes, Skyfall.
I'm going with just came to me. Austin Powers Mini Cooper that
Yeah.
turns into a submarine.
All right.
That's a cool car.
Yeah.
Isn't his first car in the first movie, isn't that a Jaguar?
Yes.
I think so.
A
It's
Jaguar?
like a,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a convertible or something.
Yeah.
Jaguar.
Oh yeah. It's got
Jaguar.
the flag.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of James Bond, though, that I think it's a Lamborghini. That car that turns into like an underwater submarine. That's like Austin Powers Mini Cooper, but they actually made that car real. I think it's in
Nice.
Octopussy. I think it's the movie.
Oh okay.
But you guys know the car I'm talking about, right? The Lamborghini that just drives from ground and then just goes right into the water, and
Yes,
it's
I
just
know
got
exactly
wings
what you're
come
talking
out of it and stuff like
Yeah.
that. There's like a harpoon scene right after that. Pretty sure. But that car is cool, and that's like an actually working car,
Yeah,
and it can actually go underwater. It's so cool.
Oh yeah.
This car is cool, but not all that functional. The Jurassic Park Ford Explorers from back in
Yeah,
the day.
I thought about those.
Iconic.
You see remakes of those every once in a while, like pop up just randomly, like on like Facebook or here and there.
Yeah.
Either, yeah, I've seen like official ones, and then I've just seen the people that just remake them too. Like, pop up for sale.
I always think it's a Jeep, like in my head. I remember it being like a Jeep, but then when I watch the movie, it's just a Ford Explorer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you throw one out yet, Connor?
You keep showing too. He goes,
Sorry.
So Fast and Furious 6, the main bad guy's modified F1 car.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about Shaw.
Yeah, the first Shaw.
Yeah.
His like F1 car that's like super low to the ground and
Man.
fast, dude. Yeah.
That is badass.
very cool car.
Hell yeah.
I mean, you can't. You got to say Paul Walker's his Skyline or his GTR.
GTR.
Or
Yeah.
Toretto's Charger. I mean, like,
Yeah.
there's so many. Yeah, it's good ass
Yeah.
cars.
Oh, man.
Even the Hulkmobile in Tokyo Drift, you know.
Yeah.
Arguably the best of them all, though. The 1984 Sheepdog from Dumb and Dumber.
Yes.
The Shaggin' Wagon.
Dude, speaking of that shaggin' wagon, Jackson, gosh.
Oh, man.
Dude, what Jackson came over to my house and he's like, "Hey, can I use my log into my Facebook on your computer?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, dude." He leaves his Facebook logged in. So I post on his Facebook in the Facebook Marketplace. I found a picture of the sheepdog posted in the auto group. That I had a 1984 sheepdog.
There was also that time that, like, some woman put, like, short jean shorts. Like, she put, like, those up for sale on Jump and Give and Take, and then you went on as me. And you're like,
Oh my
I'm
God.
interested. One request, though. She's like, what is that? Can you make them shorter?
Oh my god.
Just shouldn't leave your Facebook open at my house, bro.
But, like, I loved her response, though. She was like, I don't understand. You want me to make them shorter? And you're like, yeah.
Yeah,
They're already
short.
short as fuck. Where if I did put them on, my balls were going to be hanging out.
That's what you want.
I've got high and tight balls, not low and loose. They would be hanging out.
You need to relax more.
Yeah.
They'll hang out.
Who doesn't love high and tight balls, you know?
I'm a high and tight fella.
All right. And God. Is that everybody's cars? Nice. Okay.
Wait, what about that submarine kind of cool thing in was it Triple X? I think it's pretty sweet.
That's
I
a
just want to throw that out
submarine.
there. I just want to throw that out there.
If you're talking about the GTO, then that makes sense. But
Also that. But no. Yeah,
if you're talking about the submarine that's
It's a
going
movie
to destroy New
car.
York City,
Mobile.
I can't
what do they
believe
call it, Ahab or something?
Yeah. But okay, fine. We'll talk about that a different day.
I can't believe nobody brought up the Tumbler. I'm surprised you didn't bring up the Tumbler, Kyle.
It's a cool car.
Yeah.
But
That's also
The
like
Batmobile.
a car made specifically for that movie, as to where all these other cars are actually just modified cars.
Well, that's true. It also could turn into a motorcycle, though. So
that is true. Kind of looks like maybe like a transformer.
and could drive on rooftops. Sorry, fly on rooftops.
It's true.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yep. Now, David, you were telling me earlier you had some crazy coma scenarios for us.
Yeah, these are gonna be fun. These are gonna be fun, or they're not gonna be fun. So the idea was that I created a scenario for each and every one of you, right? Your life is just you in a coma, and the scenario is what you wake up into. So I'm gonna start with Jackson here. All right.
Is there a certain age that I go into this coma, or is my entire life in a coma?
It'll be mostly specific.
And does Jackson wake up as a female?
You're not going into a coma. Your life right now is a coma, and you're waking up.
Coma starts now.
Okay.
Or coma ends
Yeah.
now.
All right. I understand.
So, Jackson, you wake up from a coma in the distant future. Rock has returned. Guys are dressed as girls. Girls want the guys. You're one of these people. One of the best rock guitarists in the industry. The only problem is the accident that caused you to be in a coma in the first place lost you the use of your hands. The only way to reclaim them is by blowing an Australian doctor that grew up in the outback. He's the best in the world, but only operates for sexual favors. Do you blow the doctor to get your hands back and continue living that rock star life? Or do you retire and write a memoir using highly advanced state-of-the-art voice-to-text software, cementing your legacy in ink and banking your future on the success of your autobiography?
That's a toughie.
Come on,
It's
Jack.
weird. It's weird that I never weigh the options of blowing a guy. But
I can be very convincing. The doctor, I mean.
okay, so if I write the memoir, I'm free to do whatever I want and stuff like that. I just don't really have the use of my hands. Are they completely they just don't work at all?
Yep, they're just dangling there.
They're just dangling there.
You're making your hands look really like Doctor Strange.
But there's also no guarantee that your memoir will be a success.
True.
But you said that I was one of the
Royalties.
greatest rock stars out there that was getting all of the fame, all the fame, all the women.
You've been in a coma.
But
And
can
then
you write?
I went into a coma and I woke up without the use of my hands. You're trying to tell me that would not be a bestseller? I mean, that's a fucking movie right there.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then I don't have the use of my hands.
That is true.
Just get it over with.
Ah, man. I think I might blow the doctor. But
Good for you.
I think
Good for you.
I think I would probably blow the doctor and get the use of my hands back and continue to live the rock star lifestyle.
Then you can
Sweet.
jerk
And
me
I
off.
would write the memoir of how I got my hands back. Dude, I had to blow a doctor so I can get my hands to start working again. And I gotta say, 100% worth it.
Nice.
And I'll make so much more money about how I blew a doctor. I'd sell the porno rights for that.
The name of the book could just be How I Got My Hands Back.
I'd call it The Hand Job.
Oh man. All right, Connor, you're next. Okay, you wake up from your coma as a time-traveling assassin for hire. You scour the seams of time for clients, killing potential enemies before they become such, eliminating past parents of rivals before they can create those rivals, and setting dangerous traps of a devilish design that lie in wait in the paths of your clients' threats have yet to walk. Sorry, that was confusing. When you wake, you find out your wife has slept with your brother. Damn it, Kyle. She couldn't wait around while you played dozens of hours of Elden Ring in your fictional coma reality. Who can blame her? But you loved her. Damn, did you love her. You have a chance to set things straight. If you travel back in time before your accident, you can prevent her ever having been in a... You can prevent yourself from ever having been in a coma, but your time-traveling assassin days would be over. You will have violated sacred time law, losing your license in the process. On the other hand, you can give up your fair maiden to continue your merciless killing career, scoring mounds of cash, and maybe wooing another strumpet along the way.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
So, my options are I can either go back in time and stop it all from happening, but I lose my powers, or I could just keep killing people and look for another woman.
Mm-hmm.
But you did love this woman.
She was true love, Connor, and I took her. Don't you want to kill me?
Do we have kids?
No.
But we do.
Well, Kyle's already got kids with this chick, and yeah, I'm good on that. I guess.
You gonna keep going? Keep rocking it?
Because if she's going to cheat on me with my brother, she's going to cheat on me with anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
I'm just an anybody.
That whore.
Unless I can use my time traveling powers to do whatever, you know.
To kill
Yeah.
your brother.
All right,
Keep
Quinn.
going back one day and killing him every
Yeah.
time.
That's the move.
Yeah.
All right, Quinn. You wake up from your coma on the ground. You're lying next to a toppled carriage. You're in ancient Rome. You're also a man. You slowly realize you were in a battle and were hit over the head by God knows what. The man standing over you tells you the battle was won and you were the hero. Upon returning home, you'll be showered with gold and praised in the streets, or so you thought. It turns out your organization was formed to oppose the rule of Julius Caesar. Your troop was caught off guard and ambushed, resulting in heavy casualties. You're short on supplies, without means of travel, and in the middle of nowhere. Oh, and it's hot. One other thing. Julius Caesar killed your father for conspiring with the enemy, ritualistically, like an animal. Seriously, there was blood everywhere. You were just accepted into the palace guard before going AWOL after his death. Nobody knows that you went AWOL, though. Moreover, over the past few weeks, you've grown to care for the men you fought with, even the one standing over you, even though you're banging his wife on the side. Anyway, reinforcements are on their way. Lots of them. They'll kill all of you when they get there. Do you stand and fight with the men you've grown to care for and die with your conscience intact? Or do you turn coat again, posing as one of the soldiers who ambushed the rebels, going home a hero, able to bang your friend's wife for the rest of your life, but serving the cruel and unusual Julius Caesar?
I think that's easy. Because Julius Caesar killed my father. And I'd want revenge, right? So if I stay with that group that I like now, I get to kill Caesar.
No, you're
Or
gonna
try
die.
to.
No, yeah, you're
Oh.
You're gonna die when the reinforcements show up.
Oh,
but
then I'm a turncoat. Yeah.
right on.
Cool.
As you were laying out the scenario, I kind of my brain kind of took off from the point where you said and Julius Caesar killed your father, and I thought everything was just gonna lead up to you got your legs chopped off in the battle and your arms chopped off in the battle. You end up going to a restaurant. What do you order? A tea or a coffee? So bury my name. Epic backstory, itty bitty question.
Oh, so if I become a traitor again, I still get to bang my friend's wife.
Yep.
Oh heck yeah!
That's a big win right there.
This deal's getting better all the time.
Oh god. Bo's scenario is ridiculous.
Oh goodness.
All right, Bo.
More
wait-
ridiculous than Quinn's?
Yeah.
God.
He's all been saying so far. So
Yeah.
You wake up from your coma a porn star with dwarfism. You've been making adult films of the niche appetite for 15 years. You bang big broads, small broads, broads of every shape, size, and color, and you last forever without a male enhancement drug. It's inhuman.
Tell me a downside.
People
Dwarfism doesn't matter.
Yeah, dude. I'm making so many broads regardless.
Little people, big dick. You know.
Yeah. They're surprised how big it is.
People talk about you like the second coming, an absolute animal, and chicks dig you too, and not just on the screen. You're living the high life. You're untouchable. You're one of the highest paid adult film stars to date. Recently, though, you received an offer to star as Tyrion Lannister in an upcoming Game of Thrones movie series. The show didn't go over well with fans. The problem is you like your job a lot, and the movie producers don't want to see Tyrion dicking down anyone in the show. Simply implied romance. You may get the chicks after this one, but it ain't going to be no Hugh Hefner lifestyle like you're living now. You may meet a nice woman, settle down, have some kids, etc. You've also never starred in a popular film either. You don't know the mood or the territory. It's a risk. The producers could turn you down after a few auditions, and once you take the first audition, you'll never be welcomed back to the adult film industry. On the other hand, you're starting to remember your meat ain't slapping as hard as it once did. You've been desensitized to the muff. You're not sure how much longer you'll last in the game. Do you take the movie gig, trusting your skills will be enough to become the next Tyrion Lannister, or continue your adult film career and risk losing your mojo in the coming months or years, forced to give up that beef-battering celebrity high life?
Yeah. Well, I've never watched Game of Thrones, so I'm probably going to continue to bang it out as long as possible.
You got to batter that beef, you know?
Then it's strictly pleasure in the ladies after that, I guess, since I will be impotent or whatever is happening. So
I've never heard the words beef batter.
Now you have.
I don't give a shit about those dragons. I got some other slaying to do, you know what I mean? For a while.
All right, Kyle's is the longest one.
Really?
Yep. You wake up from a coma in your worst nightmare. You're aboard an alien vessel headed for their planet and located just outside Saturn's orbit, preparing to make a jump to light speed. You're on an operating table in an empty med bay.
Cool.
You're attached to what you can only assume are monitors, but when you look down, you guessed it, you've got robot legs.
Fuck yeah.
You're stoked, but the fear is setting in. You have no idea how you got here or whether your entire earthly existence was a simulation provided by the aliens when they replaced your legs.
Oh, dude.
You've also got a chip in your left temple plugged into a machine. Through this chip, you can feel your legs. You know it's the key to controlling them, providing motor function. You look on the wall to your right and see ancient carvings into the ship's hull. They show a humanoid form with robotic legs fending off an invading force of insectoids for a frightened alien race. Just past the hull drawing, you look through a door, you see a cockpit. You look at the controls and realize you know how to fly the ship. You could easily commandeer the vessel, close the blast doors, and fly home with not a care in the world, home free with your new legs. Just like you've always wanted. However, visions of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2 flash across your mind. If you unplug yourself from the machine connected to the chip in your temple, you could inadvertently cause the robot legs to assume a mind of their own and attack you, kicking you in the face over and over and over until you die a painful death.
This all sounds familiar.
The other alternative comes from the wall carvings. You think maybe, just maybe, this race of aliens needed a hero. You are the prophesied humanoid in the drawings, being hauled away to fight a war for the dying species on a foreign planet.
Like John Carter.
That's not so bad, right? If it's true. Kyle, do you steal the ship and head home to a life you can't remember and risk your legs pulling a Dr. Octopus without a neural inhibitor? Or do you chance the aliens' goodwill and assume the role of the prophesied robo-legged hero and prep yourself for insectoid extermination?
I'm the one. I'm the chosen one. I am robot leg chosen. That's me for sure. Yeah, it's the other one. Who cares about Earth? Man, that sounds cool as shit.
Nice.
You don't feel bad about killing bugs, you know?
No, I don't.
As long as they're not super intelligent.
I mean, with my robot legs, I can probably just kick their heads off, which sounds cool.
Or just like use like hydraulic stomping.
Yeah, like Mario.
Yeah. Sweet.
Wow, David. That's pretty in detail.
Or something.
Yeah.
My brain does the exact same thing with your setup, dude. It's like you're going through it like you wake up with robot legs and you go to the cockpit and you see that you got hieroglyphs and then it mentions you got either a black or a white cock to suck. Which one do you take?
You gotta go to black, you know. Yeah. God. Wow. So Guys, let's make David's. What's David's end game?
Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Coma story.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting this.
He gave so many details.
Yeah. He's like good at it, and he knows how to write stuff. And
It's 500 years in the future. David is the last man versus all the robots, but the robots are secretly lizard people that have been underground for 5,000 years, and David has to be the last one to survive. Whenever he wakes up, does he impregnate one of the robot lizards?
Yeah,
It's risky.
Do you spread your seed?
Do you
Do you
decide?
spread your seed to carry? To make sure your legacy lives on through these humanoid
Robot hybrid.
robot lizard people,
Or
or
I have no
do you
idea.
just say fuck it and jerk off instead?
is there like a nuclear option, like extermination?
We're giving you the
Well,
choice. Do you want to
you-
fuck lizard people or do you want to jerk off?
That's it. Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what it boils down to. I'll tell you what. Either way, I'll let you have a pack of smokes.
Afterward. I mean, I might get down with one or two of the lizard people. You know.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then you start a family. And once you get into the religion, you find out that they actually started Scientology, Christianity, and all other forms of religion across the world. Now your choice is either take down the church from the inside, or do you go back to the outer world and inform everyone else, destroying the family that you built with the lizards?
You love your lizard family deeply. Your lizard child. That's why I'm throwing that out there.
Camellia.
Yeah.
If I destroy the
playing catch up there.
institutions from the inside, do I get to keep my family still?
No, because they're part of the destruction. We start using the ground.
You are the problem.
I guess I'm gonna go back to my peeps, man.
Okay.
But the thing is, though, if you stay outside too long, you get cancer.
That's true. That's obviously true.
I mean, these bastards took over Earth. You know,
That's true.
they deserve it. Even my kid.
But they've changed.
My kid's growing up in an evil world.
They did all
Now,
those
what
things,
if
but
you're,
they've
whenever
changed.
your kids get to adult age, they have to eat you?
Yeah, then I mean that's a no-brainer. You know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna feed my kids
Right.
with myself.
Really
Right.
a good life, man.
It does.
Yeah.
A peaceful life. An earned life. A half life.
Somebody call Netflix. Huh? Someone call Netflix. Sell that idea.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
take it.
They're like, we didn't do the war. That was many eons ago. We're like good people now. We're good lizards now.
Right. Right.
We're not the one that showed up on your shore and wiped out your people.
Yeah.
No.
Liars.
That was 2 generations.
Yeah.
Liars. You can't fool me.
We walk. Yeah. We walk hand in hand now.
For a better tomorrow.
We can't trust them. Anyway.
Well, before we go into Yo Dude, I just want to give a shout out to my grandma. She just died a few days ago, or yesterday actually. She had a couple strokes, and then she just slowly deteriorated into passing away. I just wanted to tell a couple funny stories about my grandma. One for sure is whenever we were really, really young. See, my grandma is from California. A couple crazy stories. She used to tell me this story all the time where she said that she was driving down the interstate when she was a really young girl in California and just decided, hey, I'm going to open this door and jump out going down the interstate. And she did it. And she said she just rolled down the interstate going, I don't know, 50, 60, you know?
Probably.
However fast the interstates were back in the day. But
She had a bald spot on her
Yeah.
scalp from it.
yeah,
Yeah.
never grew hair back in that
She
one
would always
spot.
show it. She'd be like, "Yeah, see, so don't do that." She'd
Yeah.
always be like,
So don't
if you
open the
have-
door.
She said, if you have that urge, don't do it.
Yeah.
Dang.
Man.
Don't stick your hand in that blender.
Yep.
Yeah, I won't, Grandma.
She was like maybe like 4 or 5, but she was really young. But yeah.
Dang.
Damn.
So that brings me to the next part is I remember so many times as a kid us being in the back of our grandma's car, and she'd always be like, I'm from California, so she'd drive so fast on every street.
Oh, shit.
And
No
she would
seatbelts.
take no seatbelts. She would take every corner like 50, 60 miles per hour. And I remember specifically sitting in the back window of her car, not in the seat, in the window, like up in the back, no seatbelt on,
Yeah.
going so fast.
Leather seats.
The glory days.
Leather seats.
Lincoln. Old Lincoln, I think.
Yep. God, and those back seats, man. I remember she would purposefully drive me so crazy that we would slide from the left. All of us would slide to the right. She would go take another crazy turn. We'd all slide to the left again, and it would just be like boom, crashing into each other. Boom, crashing into each other.
It's like a roller coaster.
Freaking gnarly.
Dude, what a badass grandma, man.
She was pretty
That's
cool.
crazy.
I remember specifically a few times of her doing some weird stuff. One time multiple times she kept coming to church and stuff like that she had put her lip liner on her eyebrows, so she kept coming in with like pink eyebrows. So funny. Oh man. I talk about this all the time with people that I work with. She used to offer me those red hot candy things, like the fireballs. Yeah, she'd be like, "Oh, those are too hot for you guys," so she would suck them down to where it was just the white core, and then she would give them to us, dude, and we would eat those in church.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh, disgusting.
I'd
And
much rather eat honeycomb with ants all over.
it's so crazy. Another time I was probably 14, and I was looking through her like dresser drawer, and I saw this really cool like gold necklace, and it had this nice leaf on it. And I was like, man, Grandma, this is a cool necklace. And I knew what it was. And she's like, oh, you can have that. I've been wearing it for years. I looked at it. It was a pot leaf. She'd been given it years ago, and it was a pot leaf, dude. Straight up.
Oh,
She was so pure.
Yep. And she didn't know for years that she'd been wearing a pot leaf around her neck to church and all types
dude.
of stuff.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I wore that necklace for all of like a week, and someone stole it from me like so fast. It was just crazy.
man.
Yeah, if someone sees a gold pot leaf, that's probably really, it's crazy.
Who doesn't want
Sucks
that?
ass.
Right, it's a pot leaf. Come on, dude. And then
So cool for wearing that.
the last story I'm going to tell, my grandma was super, super religious. And I remember her, we used to make fun of her for this, and it's just funny. But she would always say she'd had visions. She was one of those kind of people that she would have crazy visions, stuff like that, of the future and stuff like that, really religious. And she told us one time that she envisioned all of us in this church, and we were all raising our hands to the sky, and she stated that she could
Sorry, I was putting that off.
she stated that she could smell a heavenly smell. And I just remember always laughing and be like, she probably farted and didn't know it. It was a heavenly smell. Ooh, it was a rosebud.
A rosebud.
A rosebud. But yeah, that's my grandma.
She was sweet.
Yeah, I got to go see her like a week ago, and she was pretty out of it. At least I got to see her one more time. But that was my grandma. Rest in peace, Grandma.
Rest in peace.
All right,
Yep.
Grandma.
And I was wrong earlier. We have one more section before the Yo Dude. Jackson's got a little thing here. What's your little thing, Jack?
Yeah. So I made like this. I don't really want to call it a top 10, but I did make a list of like, I don't know. I kind of want to start doing these like 10 things of a certain category. So this thing is like a list that I compiled that you guys can critique. You guys can throw in some stuff too if you want to. But right here is top 10 side characters in movies that need to be brought back in some way. Either have a movie of their own or HBO Max show, something like that.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, Officer Michaels and Officer Slater from Superbad. You cannot tell me
yes.
that would be an amazing movie if they brought him back for a movie.
Oh yeah.
And that's Seth Rogen and Bill Hader.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd watch it in theaters.
that would be a funny movie / TV show.
That'd be such a great buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Number 2, I mean, it's kind of cast as a side character. You go also count him as a villain. Darth Maul, Star Wars.
Oh, of course.
I feel like Darth Maul could have a pretty sick, origin story movie.
Well,
Good arc in Clone Wars, and I think he's also in that other. It's not Resistance, is it?
Rebels.
Rebels.
Yeah,
there
Rebels.
He goes. Yeah, he's in Rebels too.
Today they released that new Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer.
Yeah, it's got
He
the
did?
Inquisitors in it.
It's got the Inquisitors. Yeah, I was like, oh, Inquisitors, Night Sisters. I want to see Night Sisters. Hopefully they're in at some point, but probably not. But
If we were to rewind this like back 4 or 5 years ago, I'd be saying Boba Fett, but hey, he's got his own show now.
I was thinking. I mean, if we're in the same universe, Mace Windu too.
well,
I need
they've
an origin story.
they've left it open for him. I just have a feeling sooner or later Mace Windu's going to show back up. Whether it's deep fake Mace Windu or just Sam Jackson,
Yeah.
Number 3, this is a character that I think should come back and play a villain again, but Hal L from Happy Gilmore, which if you need a refresher for who Hal L is, he's Shut the Hell Up or whatever. He's that guy. He's the guy that runs the whole fucking
Ben Stiller's character.
Yeah, Ben Stiller's character.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good. I could see that.
See, how I imagine it is it's a comedy movie, but it's about all the old people that live there.
Right.
And them rebelling against him somehow, or
Yes.
yeah.
It's a movie about a rise up against him. So
All the old people could be former comedians.
Yes. If Betty White was still alive, she'd be one of the leaders, probably.
I assume that one lady is dead, the one that was actually in it. But she was in a lot of stuff.
yeah.
I don't know her name, but yeah.
Yeah, his grandma in the
Yeah.
movie.
All right, number 4, Noir Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes, dude.
Well, he's gonna be in the new one. He's going to be, and it comes out this Christmas, doesn't it? Into this, what's it called?
No Way Home from the Spider-Verse.
It's what was it? It's part 1 of something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
I would love to see Noir though. I would love to see just a movie about Noir Spider-Man. That would be sick.
Yeah. I feel like that would definitely bring back Nicolas Cage's popularity. They decided to do that.
Well, that new movie he's in,
Across the Spider-Verse, part 1.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah. That one movie where he plays himself does look pretty funny.
Yeah, and his name is in the title of the movie. What is it called?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man.
But he's playing himself, and
Yeah, it's just somebody that's like, I'll pay you $1 million just to come to my island and meet me and hang out.
yeah,
And it's Pedro Pascal. That's his name?
I think it is. Yeah. Wait.
The guy that played Mandalorian.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, it's Pedro. Yeah.
All right, number 5, P.K. Highsmith and Danson, the other guys. That's Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah,
The Rock.
dude.
Right. Don't they jump
Even
off
though
the
we
building?
know how they died at the beginning
Yeah.
of the other guys, it would still be cool to see like an over-the-top cop movie in New York.
Dancing in Highsmith.
Yep.
Aim for the bushes.
I'm not sure if all of you guys have seen this movie, but and we would probably never get it because the actor is now dead. But Sandy Lyle, Along Came Polly.
Huh. Not know who that is.
Well, he played like a washed up actor in the movie, and he basically pays a documentary crew to follow him around and film a documentary about his life. But he's telling everybody the entire time, like, oh, this is MTV, they're doing a documentary about me. But he's literally paying the people to follow him around with the camera.
Oh yeah.
But
To like see the results of that documentary movie or something.
yeah, I would like to see
That'd be
like
cool.
what that documentary footage would have looked like.
Right. Yeah.
Number 6, Cal Naughton, Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him come back as an F1 driver
Magic Man.
Man.
or IndyCar or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shake and bake.
Number 8, Walter Sobchak, The Big Lebowski.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be good.
Which one was Walter? Was that
John
He
Goodman.
was the
Yeah,
Market Zero.
John Goodman? Yeah, for real, dude.
I feel like there's an HBO show out there that he can star in.
Yep.
Same with this next one. Les Grossman, Tropic Thunder.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
He could 100% be like just the bad guy asshole or whatever in whatever production company that he runs. That could be the whole show.
Now that you say that, what's the other guy's name? His manager, the TiVo guy.
Yeah.
What's his name? in
Oh,
that?
man.
Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah, what's his name?
I don't remember his name.
Oh, I was thinking of the Tom Cruise guy, but
Tugger Nuts?
No, that's what he
yeah.
Okay.
calls that dude. Anyway, yeah, his character. I think that'd be cool just to see him as an agent doing all these crazy things for all these actors, going out of the way, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a really good.
Being the
story.
best agent he could possibly be.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
and you gotta love Matthew McConaughey. He's just,
Yeah.
he's classic.
Speaking of Matthew McConaughey, I don't know if you guys have any of you guys read his autobiography.
No, I've seen it on sale at where I work.
It's called Greenlight. It is so good. Man, it's so good. At one point, he goes on like a vision quest, and his vision, like he has a vision of floating down the Amazon River, and he just goes and does it, and just like floats down the Amazon River, and like he ends up getting in like a crazy fight with this like indigenous guy, like the best fighter in this whole entire indigenous group. He just does it in the middle of this freaking desert and just beats this indigenous guy, and like it is one of the craziest books I've ever read. It's so good.
Green light?
Yeah, it's called Greenlight. It is so good. Like he's lived one of the craziest lives, man.
Not to go to read.
Yeah, like when he was a young kid, he remembers his parents like beating each other up with knives and shit in the living room, and then having sex like right afterwards. Like it's fucking is one of the wildest books, man. It's so cool.
Some of the wildest sex.
Life his parents had, man.
Yeah, right.
And number 10, because we did just go see Batman, and it did have the Riddler in it, I put the Riddler, but not for this Batman movie, Batman Forever. I would like to see Jim Carrey come back and play the Riddler in some way. In either a show, a movie, even if because it's Jim Carrey and he's that like comical as a character, you know, you could just make a kid's show and I would still watch it.
I would like to see an evolution of the way his character was at the end of that movie. You know how he's just like, "Ugh," he's all fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see 10 years in the future from that scene and see like how crazy he ended up getting. And like, you know,
Dang.
I'd like to see like his hair looking like maybe Heath Ledger's hair did in the Dark Knight movie, you know? Just like maybe seeing him inside Arkham.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh man, that'd be cool to just get an Arkham Asylum show.
That's what we're getting. Matt Reeves, they were making a Gotham City Police Department movie, and that slowly transformed into an Arkham,
God, dude.
like an Arkham TV show. It was all going to be a TV show, but it slowly transformed into Arkham, and it's going to be based in the Batman universe.
That's so cool.
Yeah, Matt Reeves is Batman.
Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like the list of 10 that I was able to come with like off the top of my head today. So is there any you think I missed? Any of those that you thought would suck?
I have always wanted to see a movie or a show about Alan Grant not Alan Grant. That's Jurassic Park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't his name Alan in Jumanji?
Yeah.
About him going into Jumanji. Like maybe like a show
Doesn't
about
his
him.
last name start with a P?
Yeah, it's something that's Parrish. Yeah, Alan
Parrish,
Parrish. Right? Was his name Alan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Alan Parrish.
So you'd like to
Like-
see his life in Jumanji the whole
Yeah.
time, what he was doing?
Yeah, like a 10-hour-long episode series of him, like, you know, surviving Jumanji and then getting pulled back into the real world.
Yeah, that's a lot of years that he spent
Well,
inside Jumanji.
Yeah, but I mean, you could like see his evolution, how much drastically it improves at him surviving and encounters with what's his face's character, which was his dad.
That
as
hunter
well.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
What they should do is not make it like the newer Jumanji movies where it's like a video game or whatever. I want to see his version of what he was seeing in Jumanji, the crazy and wildness of what Jumanji was.
Yeah.
And, you know, to me, it would seem like he was surviving for his life hardcore
The whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that first Jumanji movie is so good.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
it is so
boom,
good.
boom, boom.
Kind of makes you wonder a little bit if those movies were completely updated with CGI, if kids today would like them just as much, you know? Because I always like get this feeling that kids today don't want to watch stuff from our generation because it's like it doesn't have good graphics.
And also, a lot of people are like, "Oh, the format is not right. It's not in 4319.
Yeah.
I only want to see it 19:9."
Well, it's like how I don't want to see stuff from like my parents were kids, you know. It's like the same thing. It's like, it's old. It looks old.
To an extent, like the most of the
Yeah.
stuff my parents liked was like Planet of the Apes and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I love that stuff. And like Twilight Zone, like I'll watch the old Twilight Zones. Those
Yeah.
are sweet.
Some of it, I guess, is good.
Yeah,
I'm starting to realize that era from like the 90s and back, or maybe even early 2000s and back, is where like the real gems in movie making exists. Like no big explosions, no book adaptations, no remakes, just like that stuff is creative and witty, and like even some like old black and white stuff is really, really good.
I mean, they were still adapting stuff from books and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
there was more original, but a lot of it was westerns.
Yeah.
I mean,
Westerns are good, man.
but yeah, you get a lot of some of the biggest stories from westerns that get adapted into what we have now.
Yeah.
Like the Magnificent Seven, for instance. I mean, it's been adapted so many times. The Great Escape. That's a fantastic movie. So let's move into Yo Dude, check this out. Who wants to get us started?
Yo, dude, check this out. Snoop Dogg joins FaZe Clan. You guys see that?
Yeah,
Dude.
What? What's Face Clan?
FaZe Clan.
FaZe Clan?
Yeah, it's like a gamer thing.
Oh, I thought you said Face Clan.
It's like
Phase.
you know
I
every
was like, Face Clan sounds like Facebook, but for KKK. And he was able to like infiltrate it.
it's like every
Who didn't want to be part of Face
the
Clan?
Snoop Dogg has no name.
Gosh.
All right, so yeah, he's joined the board of directors and will not produce content underneath the brand's umbrella, and then just goes on to say, more stuff about him teaming up, and it just makes sense for them to team up. So,
Dude, every time I see anything about Snoop Dogg in video games, it's usually Snoop was streaming some game, got pissed, and walked off and left his stream running for fucking 5 or 6 hours. That's usually every story I ever read about that.
yeah,
Holy crap.
he's a gamer though.
That guy has his own empire, man. It's insane.
I watched
actually
him.
watched that stream that you're talking about. He plays Madden, and the very first game that he plays, somebody throws a Hail Mary on him, and he just goes, "Fuck this shit," and he gets up and leaves. And that is the rest of the stream for 7 hours.
I saw him do it on the Mass Effect trilogy. He was playing something and he clicked the wrong love interest option. He was trying to get this one person to be his love interest. Didn't work, and he's like, "Man, fuck this," and just gets up and walks off and just leaves the stream running. It's so crazy. I can't believe. Yeah, only Snoop Dogg. So, yo, dude, check this out. Mine is this new show that I'm hooked on. There's only one episode out right now, and it's the Lakers show on HBO Max. It's called Winning Time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's basically John C. Reilly plays Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers. He buys them in the 80s or whatever, and it's basically him getting Magic Johnson. That's the whole show, is him getting Magic. And just the transition from them being a laughing stock in the NBA league to them being what we know now as 16-time. Actually, I think it's 17 now, isn't it?
I think so.
I think it's 17. 17-time Lakers, 17-time champions. Tied with the Boston Celtics, which sucks, but But it's such a good show, man. The guy that got to play Magic Johnson, he looks like Magic Johnson. He's got this crazy big smile like Magic Johnson. It's wild, dude. He looks like Magic Johnson. And
You guys smile.
sure, yeah. But the guy that got to play his dad, he's a really good black actor, and he's been in so much stuff, but I don't know his name, but he's fantastic. But the main hook of the show is John C. Reilly, and they do it like you guys have seen I, Tonya?
Yes.
So they do it like kind of like The Office, like something will happen or kind of like Deadpool. They're constantly breaking the fourth wall. So they'll be in the middle of a negotiation, and John C. Reilly will be having a dialogue with this guy, and he'll look at the camera and go, "I'm totally fucking this guy." And then he'll just keep talking, and it's crazy. It's so good, man. It's made by Adam McKay, who made The Big Short. What's that new movie? Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
Step Brothers. I mean, it's such a good show. Adam McKay has made so many good things.
Oh, it's got Adrian Brody in it too.
Yeah, he
Okay.
plays.
Oh,
man.
Adrian Brody plays Pat Riley. And yeah, man,
I gotta watch this, dude.
It's an all-star cast. There's only one episode out so far, but oh boy,
What's it called? Magic?
It's called Winning Time.
Oh, okay.
See, I thought it was a documentary. I didn't know it was like a legit like drama series.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like really technical, like Moneyball. Certain points are like, all right, here's how this is breaking down. I spent $30 million on this. I'm selling the Chrysler Tower to this guy for $50 million. I got to get $15 million to pay off the rest of this, and I got to get like $2 other million from somebody else.
Yeah.
And it'll show it all on the screen as he's talking about it. It'll show a breakdown, and then he's figuring out how he's gonna get the money to buy the Forum and Lakers.
The Big Short was really, really smart like that.
I love Moneyball. If nobody's ever seen Moneyball is so good.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite. It's probably my favorite Brad Pitt movie.
My only knock on Moneyball is the owner of the Athletic A's is Bobby Kotick from Activision. And it's so apparent, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm having to look at this guy. But otherwise, fantastic movie. Jonah Hill is such a good actor in that movie as well.
Yeah, that's pretty
Kills
high
it.
on my list right now. Yo, dude, check this out. Based on a 2019 study done over with 54 countries by the United Nations, they measured that we waste about 931 million metric tons of food every year. 61% of that is home food waste.
Well, if you just put salt on it, Add a little bit more salt,
I believe that.
Yeah, I watched.
How many eggs I throw out? I
Yeah,
just don't eat them. I just throw them out.
I watched this documentary a long time ago about this guy that found a way to make really cheap like dog food out of the waste just from Caesar's Palace in Vegas, because they waste so much food every single night. So he was like, hey, I'll pay you whatever, like super cheap for all this food, and then he takes it back, sifts through it, and then uses like the meat and stuff and rends it down into dog food and stuff like that. So he's like, overhead is really, really low, and he makes a ton of money because it's super healthy. But I was like freaked out because I was like seeing how much food they dump and waste every night just in Caesar's Palace. Insane, dude.
I bet it's trash cans or dumpsters
Yeah,
full.
dumpsters full, dude, every night.
It's so wasteful, man.
And then they'll like fire an employee that works in the kitchen for like trying to eat something they're about to throw away. They did that to me at Burger King anyway.
They just couldn't afford that.
Yeah, they
They're
couldn't afford that Whopper.
No.
You're not gonna eat for free.
One Whopper? No.
I seriously must
Goodbye,
have.
sir.
I must have eaten hundreds of dollars worth of French fries in that place, dude. There'd be like nobody in there. Fries are just sitting there. I'd grab like 3 or 4 of them and just grab the ketchup tube and like
Yeah.
my whole shift, bro.
Or grab some of the chicken fingers or whatever. Put
Yep.
barbecue sauce on it. Just eat it.
Yep.
Anything that you had to make and like wrap and like take to the back corner is what you get caught with. Anything you could just grab and eat real quick, that's when you were safe.
Yeah, I used to eat pickles all the time in there.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
gotta get it where you can.
Sneak into the freezer. Something.
Yeah. One of those Oreo pies.
Those Oreo pies were so good, dude.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Hershey pies.
Hershey
Ah.
ones.
You guys
used to bring
remember-
those home from work.
Yeah, at our house on Nettle, man, we had like the fridge was always full of those Cine Minis and those Hershey pies, dude.
So good.
I still get
You
those
guys
from
want to go get
Walmart.
some Hershey's?
Some city minis.
All right, yo, dude, check this out. They're remaking, or they're doing an Australian version of The Office. I don't know if you heard about that.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
Really?
check it out. Yeah.
I tried watching the Australian version of Last One Laughing, and I just didn't find it funny.
Oh, that doesn't bode well then.
Well, this is The Office.
Well, you
Yeah.
blew an
It's
Australian
it's
doc.
hosted by Rebel Wilson, I think is what her name is.
Oh yeah, I like her.
But yeah, I just didn't find it all that funny.
Not a big Rebel Wilson.
She's not really a stand-up comedian, so I don't know.
I heard
That would be kinda weird.
the Australian version of Survivor is way more hardcore, and there's way more of them having to actually survive.
Because they're in the
I
outback.
bet.
Yeah, and they're actually a lot of
Yeah.
them actually showing how they're having to get their food and stuff like that. And it's not so much personalities; it's more like, hey, you're out here surviving. This is the show, survive.
Dang.
Yo, dude, check this out. It's not new news, it's old news, but it's new to me. I found out the other day that Tim Roth was originally supposed to play Severus Snape in the Harry Potter movies. The only reason why he turned it down is because he thought he was going to blow up big with the new Planet of the Apes movie coming out around that time in 2001, which ended up bombing hard in like every single way possible.
Is that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
Yes. Like, critics like basically said that movie was trash from top to bottom except for Tim Roth's performance as they.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Abomination
Yeah.
in the Hulk movie.
I think he probably would have played like other characters better, like maybe Lupin or something, but I don't think he would have done a good Snape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman, right?
Yeah.
Alan, yeah,
He's
gosh.
perfect.
So was Lupin. I mean, there's almost not a single actor in that entire series that I would replace with anybody.
Nope, that's true.
I was gonna correct myself. You just said Lupin, and I said Kenneth Branagh. That was you. He played in the second movie. Kenneth Branagh was the guy, the teacher that went Lockhart. There we go.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't live that down if that made it in. I'd be so upset with myself. Okay.
Cut all that out.
It's on you, Bo.
I got nothing. I don't have any interesting facts for anybody.
All right.
Interest me.
Nothing interests me.
Well, guys, this is our first video episode of the podcast.
As you
Hey,
can tell.
estamos a...
I don't remember any issues, so it went well. And I know you can't cut that out. You don't have the skills to cut out what I'm saying right now.
And with your help by sending donations to the Patreon, eventually this will be a full-blown studio.
Jump cuts,
That'd be
green
cool.
screens, the works.
We'll have a big
A
table.
soundboard.
The soundboard. And
Smash that subscribe button.
yeah,
That's
hit
something
the little
people say.
bell.
Like,
Yeah.
We're already in
Keep up
talks with
notifications.
iHeartRadio and Spotify. They're fighting.
Yeah.
They're fighting hard.
It's going to blow up fast. I'm afraid.
Well, guys, thank you guys for being here tonight. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you, Bo, for being our guests.
Thank you.
Yes, you're very welcome. Jackson, can we get a little beat from the harmonica real quick? Thank you. And that's been Crashing with Friends. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and we'll see you guys all next week. Bye.
Later.
Crashing with Friends.
Podcast.